أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. This is study number 16 of the Ramadan Daily Quran Studies for the year 2023, compiled by Zahid Aziz for the Ahmadiyya Anjuman Ishaat Islam Lahore, UK. The topic of this study 16 is the attributes and names of God. In the Holy Quran, God is plainly stated to be above all material conceptions, as it says, La tudrikuhul absar wa huwa yudrikul absar wa huwal latiful khabir. And that translates as follows: vision cannot comprehend him, and he comprehends all vision, and he is the knower of subtleties, the aware. Chapter 6, verse 103. And then within a verse of the Holy Quran, it is stated, Laysa kamislihi shay'un, which means nothing is like a likeness of him. Chapter 42, verse 11. According to these words of chapter 42, verse 11, which I've just read, God is not only above all material limitations, but even above the limitation of metaphor. God is so much beyond everything that a likeness of him cannot be conceived even metaphorically. Not only is it that nothing is like him, but moreover, nothing is even like a likeness of God. To indicate his love, power, knowledge, and other attributes, the same words had to be used as are in ordinary use for human beings. And therefore, God is spoken of in the Quran as seeing, hearing, speaking, being displeased, loving, being affectionate, having control of matters, etc. But the conception is not quite the same. God sees and hears, but that does not mean he has eyes and requires light to see things, or has ears and requires some medium such as air to convey sound to him. God creates, but that does not mean he has hands like a man and needs material with which to make things. The hands of God are spoken of in the Holy Quran, but it is simply to give expression to his unlimited power in bestowing his favors on whom he will. And this is in accordance with the Arabic idiom. God's throne or arsh is spoken of in the Holy Quran, but it does not signify any seat or place. Rather, representing his control of things as a monarch's throne is a symbol of his power or rule. The phrase, he is established on the throne, occurring in the Holy Quran in various places such as chapter 7, verse 54, is used after mentioning the creation of the heavens and the earth, and in relation to the divine control of creation, and the law and order to which the universe is made to submit by its great author. It is nowhere said in the Quran that God sits on the arsh. It is always his controlling power that is mentioned in connection with the arsh. Similarly, his kursi or chair, mentioned in chapter 2, verse 255, means his knowledge. Proper name of God. Allah is the proper or personal name of God, as distinguished from all other names which denote his attributes. It is also known as the greatest name of God, Isme Azam. Being a proper name, it does not carry any significance, but being the proper name of God, it comprises all the attributes which are contained separately in the attributive names. Hence the name Allah is said to gather together in itself all the perfect attributes of God. As the Holy Quran says, Allahu la ilaha illa huwa lahul asmaul husna. Allah, there is no God but He. His are the most beautiful names. And that is chapter 20, verse 8. The words Al-Asmaul Husna, best names or most beautiful names about Allah, also occur in 3 other places in the Quran. One of those places is as follows: Huwallahul Khaliqul Bari'ul Musawwiru Lahul Asmaul Husna, meaning He is Allah, the creator, the maker, the fashioner. His are the most beautiful names. Chapter 59, verse 24. And Al-Asmaul Husna is also found in chapter 7, verse 180 and chapter 17, verse 110. The word Allah is not derived from any word, from any other word, nor has it any connection with the word Ilah, which means God or object of worship. The word Ilah is widely used in the Quran to mean an object of worship. For example, Wa ilahukum ilahum wahid La ilaha illa huwar rahmanur rahim, which translates as, and your God is one God, there is no God but He is the beneficent, the merciful. Chapter 2, verse 163. And the word Ilah, meaning God, occurs in that verse 3 times. It occurs 3 times in that verse, first as Ilahukum, your God, and then Ilahum Wahidun, that He is one God, and thirdly La ilaha, no God. Another example is in the last chapter of the Holy Quran, where Allah is called the God or the Ilah of mankind, Ilah in Nas. So Allah is an Ilah, or one who is worshipped. It is sometimes said that the word Allah is a shortened form of Al-Ilah, so that it means the God, Al being the Arabic word which means the. This view, however, is not correct. In Arabic, if something has al or the definite article added before it, then when you call upon that thing, you omit saying al. And we'll continue this in the next slide. For example, a name of Allah is Ar-Rahman, or the Beneficent. When you call upon Him by this name, you say Ya Rahman, O Beneficent, dropping the Al which is before Rahman. So if the word Allah had been Al-Ilah, you would not be calling upon Him as Ya Allah. But that is exactly how we call upon Him, Ya Allah. So Allah is a whole word and not made of Al and Ilah. The idol-worshipping Arabs before Islam never applied the word Allah to anything but to the Supreme Being who was recognized by them as the creator of the universe. They had numerous ilahs or gods, but none of them was ever called by them as Allah. This is the end of study 16. Barakallahu lana wa lakum fil Quranil Azim wa nafa'na wa iyyakum bil ayati wa zikril hakim. Innahu ta'ala jawadun karimun malakun barurur rahim.